this is Shake and Bake back on Betrayer, and I feel like I need to make another video of this game because I actually played the whole thing. Now remember, this is early access, this is an alpha build, so it is limited in what you can do, but it gives you a taste of the game, and as the developers are saying, kind of just scratches the surface. So it is pretty fun. I actually enjoyed it more as I played it more, and so I want to kind of go over this game if you're thinking about getting it or if you don't wait for the final build. But this is a sneak peek. I think it's around 14 bucks on Steam. Again, early access alpha build. But one thing, let's start with the options. So this one thing that's unique about this game in the video section here is you actually can play this game in black and white. And I think that's originally the way it was built, was black and white. And they added color, which I'm glad for, because I really did not enjoy it in black and white. It kind of hurt my eyes. So you can adjust color in here, which is nice. I'm glad they did that. I hope they do more of that. And in gameplay, the way I play, which I like, is crosshairs. You can have crosshairs, different kinds. I go with none. I think it's more immersive. It's more challenging. So if you're going to play this, I challenge you to play it without the crosshairs. So let's get in the game, and I'll show you some different areas. I've unlocked all the areas, and I'll show you some things I like about it, things that I hope they work on. But I am hopeful for this game. This development team here seems like a group of good guys, pretty straightforward. That's nice to see that, and it's good to support these indie developers. All right, so let's get into the game. Okay, so here we are in game, and this is again the colored version. I've turned on color in this version I'm going to show you because I do like the color better. Let's talk about graphics. Graphics, it looks pretty good. I know they're going to be working on improving the graphics. There's still a little bit of this, I call them the jaggies, kind of from a distance on stuff, the jaggy edges. But I think they are working on that, which is nice to see. But overall, this is maxed out on my GTX780. I think it looks good. It is immersive, especially with the ambient sounds, the wind that blows through. The other feedback I would give is in the distance, you see the blurred out look. You can see this right here. I do think it's a little too strong. It could be softened up a little bit, and maybe that blur is a little bit farther away and more subtle, but minor things. And I'm sure, again, this is alpha early version. They're going to keep working on all that stuff. So let's talk about the map. You got a map, and you can explore. It's kind of like Skyrim here. You can fast travel. Now, this is the second part of the alpha build, the second map, basically, that I unlocked. Now, when you look at this, you're thrown off a little bit because it looks really big. But the reality is, and this is the part I hope to see in the future, maybe it's a little more expansion on the map, a little bit bigger, because it is kind of narrow through these areas, and you are kind of led down through these corridors, which is fine. There's a little bit maneuvering. But yeah, you can't explore all of this area. It's basically the areas where the red lines are. So right now we're at the sentry post. Why don't we travel to the lone tower here, and kind of just look around here. So you can fast travel, which is nice once you've unlocked these areas. This area looks a little different than the other one, but not too much. Same, trees, bushes, and they do look nice. I do like all of the ground cover in the map. You can melee things, which is pretty cool. You can get a musket, which I really like that. I'm going to show you just kind of the reloading animation, which is pretty... Oh, I think I may have alerted some creatures here. And there's one right there. Let's go down and look at this thing. So this, in the second part that you unlock, there is some different creatures, and here is one of them up here. This kind of thing that's on fire. And you can hear them. They kind of make this almost like they're a bunch of doves or something. So C for crouch does help when you're fighting these creatures as far as being stealthy. And there's 3 of them up there. Let's see if I can take these guys out. And there's one. And I don't know. For some reason, my crosshair came back on. I don't like that. I like it without the crosshair on there. Like I said, I think it's more immersive. It's gone. I like that. Makes it harder. So, got those 3 things down. When you kill the different... oh, shit, we got another one. Soldiers in this game, these kind of possessed Spanish soldiers. You also... Oh, he's right there. You then can loot their bodies where they were, and you get these little red indicators, which does make it easier to find the stuff. In some ways, I think actually, I wish they would even tone that down a little bit, make it even a little bit harder. You can't fast travel when you're around enemy. And one thing's nice is the foliage in this game, when you get close, they really did a good job on the detail. Look at those leaves right there. It really looks nice. The fog, all of that, again, is pretty nice. I think they did a good job on that. And I don't know if they're able to. I think the Unreal Engine, I'm thinking they can, but it'd be nice to see some additional weather at some point. Maybe even a day-night cycle. I think that'd be pretty cool. So at these bases, you've got these shops that you can buy stuff here. You also can look at your inventory, and it looks like you can carry 3 weapons here. And you also can sell stuff. So I'm going to sell some of the stuff I've collected. That's how you get some money, which you then can buy stuff, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, I've collected quite a bit of stuff. Let's just get rid of all of this. Raking in the money so I can spend it. All right. So there, I got some money now. You also have, which I do like, it's probably one of my favorite weapons, is the tomahawk. So I think the tomahawk is probably my favorite. You just pick it up, you just run over and get it. It's that easy. So let's fast travel now back to the original part of the game. When you start this game, you start... All right, here we go. We want to go east here. You start... now we're going to fast travel to Fort Henry. This is the other part of the map. I'll show you this. So right now in the alpha, there's basically these 2 maps that you can explore. And you start off on a beach. You basically crash on this beach. It's the year 1604. It's the 17th century. And basically you're on the coast of Virginia. And you show up thinking you're going to find other settlers. But instead you find this mystery, this kind of land with these... kind of ghost Spaniard soldiers. Maybe we'll run into one of those guys up here. Something up here is glittering. You also will see on occasion, here's how you restore your health. You drink out of these buckets. On occasions, you'll see this lady or girl, like almost like Red Riding Hood. Here's some of these soldiers up here. And she will shoot arrows kind of by you, which are clues. And then you kind of go there. So, like PvE, you're gathering clues throughout the game. Oh, we're going to have to be careful. There's a lot of these guys up here. Let me get up here and get this loot. Then I'll take you up to the fort and show you that. It's kind of like the main fort. And again, you see that wind? I think they did a good job on it. It really adds to the feel of the game. And you find these treasures. But there's 2 parts of this game. And I'm going to show you the other part of this game. There's this kind of, in the, I would say I call it the normal world, but there's also this other world. And how you get in this other world is when you ring what I call, this is the name I've come up with, the freaky bell. When you hit that freaky bell, basically the whole world flips upside down and it goes into this dark black and white, pretty damn spooky world. And to get out of this map, that's interesting. He's out here during the day because normally he's out at night. Huh. And to get to that other map, you have to basically go into this world here. Right here. So this is what I call the freaky bell. I love that term. And now you're in the freaky world. And when you come out here, as you can see, it's black and white. And it's pretty freaky, pretty spooky. I'd advise you to crouch around. But you see this spirit here? You'll find these spirits out here by hitting your X key. And I've already freed them all. So they're pretty much all, I've basically done what I needed to do for them. Had I not, out here, what you do when you roam around, you run into these skeleton creatures almost. They kind of float, these kind of nasty, they shoot fireballs at you. I think I've eliminated them all. I don't know if they come back out, but let's see if we can roam out here real quick and try and provoke one. I'll just kind of run around, see if one pops up, just so you can see what these things look like, because they are pretty damn scary. But basically, you roam around. It is more difficult, obviously, when it's dark like this and foggy. I think they did a good job of creating this kind of eerie feel out here. Now, again, when you pull your map up, one thing you're not going to see is you on the map. You will not be on the map, so you really got to use that compass to kind of figure out where you're at. The compass at the top of your screen. One thing I'd like to see is, instead of a compass at the top of the screen, is almost like a handheld compass. Some kind of old, I don't know if they had old compasses back then. I'm sure they had something. I think that'd be pretty cool. And maybe instead of the map showing up like this, maybe it pops up in your hand, like you lay the map out in front of you. I think that would be pretty cool if they could add an animation like that. I'm not seeing any of these skull creatures here. I think because I've pretty much... Oh. Yeah, here's one right here. All right, all hell's about to break loose, guys. So you definitely want headshots on these things, because... I don't know where it went. There it goes. If you don't get headshots, like I'm at 30 health already, this may not end well. And it definitely is harder. Now, when you kill these guys, basically their skulls drop, and then you can pick up these skulls right here and get you some serious silver from them. Okay? So, let me get this one over here. Get my arrow here. So that's the kind of taste of the kind of the freaky side, I call it, after you've hit the freak bell. And let's head back up to our fort here and turn off the freaky bell. So again, alpha build. So you're really going to get a taste of the game. These guys are a small team. They're working on it. I don't know. It could be good. It is, again, $14. You know, it's it is interesting. A concept here, kind of this mystery. I mean, what are you going to figure out with this girl in the red? What's going on? Let's get our health back up here. But just remember, this alpha, it's limited what you can do. The place you can roam is limited. But I will say what you can do in here is tight. I mean, I've had no issues with movement or shooting weapons, interacting with the environment. It's been pretty solid. The graphics, again, I think look nice, especially up close. They really look nice. I would like to see the areas a little bit bigger if possible. I would like to see the edges of those areas not just boulders like that, maybe a cliff or two, maybe some water you can't cross. Let's see if I can get this guy. I get so easily distracted because I actually enjoy playing the game. He's down. So again, the game is Betrayer. It's early access. It's, I think, around $14. Indie team. I think it's about 6 guys. I have posted in their forums. They seem like a straightforward, honest group that's pretty responsive to questions. And if new content comes out, I definitely will do another video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more footage or you have questions about the game, just post them below. This is Shake and Bake. I appreciate the subs and the likes, and I will see you later. Shake out.